Let's shift gears a little bit. So there are certain traditions with the holidays. I think one of the funnest ones these days, although some people think it might be very annoying, is like Elf on the Shelf. It's like that's something that's kind of been started around our generation, I would imagine. I don't think it's gone too far.
I first did it with my ex in 2013. She had a kid who had one. Jackson, we call him Jackson. And that's actually popped up on like my Facebook memories and stuff. We did, I was taxed with, because I was up later than she was. So she's like, will you make sure Jackson does something different? Yeah. So we'd have me eat like pudding packs, or like one time he was taped to the wall with my army men pointing at him and stuff like that. And one day we had him with my headset from Xbox, and I don't know, just stupid thing.
So I think starting like,
do you guys have one?
Not really. I mean, it
was not really me.
We don't really do much with. We do not have an Elf on the Shelf.
Oh, okay, that's what
so we don't.
Do you
we don't
have
do
an
anything.
Elf on the Shelf? No,
Are you allowed
Would you even
to
care about that?
It's
a lot of work.
I'm not big on the whole naughty nice thing.
Well, it's not anything that has to do with naughty nice.
Isn't the whole?
Is it?
No, it's just that he's watching you.
He's watching you to see if you're naughty or nice. I thought was the whole
and
thing.
And he lets Santa know. He lets Santa know if you're naughty or not.
Hey, twerp, you went and narked on me.
I mean, we have an Annabelle we can move around, but
no, I have very different views on Santa, and my family did it a little bit differently.
Did he touch you?
I don't know if I put it in the group or I sent it to you guys all individually, but about that message on the Santa thing, that's how my family's always done it. But I've never been big. I know it's a discussion we were having the other night at D&D, but
nerd.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
I'm not big on the whole naughty nice thing. Like, because if you're naughty, why did your fuck up classmate be nice and get stuff for Christmas?
Yeah. Well, I guess when it comes to just like the whole talk of I think we had this conversation last year as well. When it comes to the value of presents or the dollar amount of value or whatever, it's
I will always give my kid the big present. It'll always be from me.
Right. My wife likes to do a lot of this stuff. Like, what did Santa bring?
Right.
What did Santa bring? It's like, let Santa bring something generic and let us bring something.
Right.
Fuck you, Santa.
Right. You don't want Santa to bring a big, huge gift, and then the kid next door gets like Pop Rocks from Santa, because then Santa will love you more than him.
Yeah,
like,
and he's gonna come to school with bloody noses and.
Right. Dear Santa, fuck you and fuck Christmas.
I can't remember when we stopped believing in Santa.
Did I send you the thing on Santa, or was it just?
I don't think
so.
I got it.
I don't think I got it either.
I want you to.
Or it was one of those times where you guys sent a bunch of stuff while I was at work, and I can't ever get service at work, so I didn't. AKA most of the BTP and MK ones. I try to get them as much as I can. But...
Did you guys get the Goofy?
I did. I knew it right away. Right away.
I think everybody else was hooked to the game, or the football game.
So I'll go ahead and paraphrase it for you. It's a conversation between the son and the son asked the dad.
Oh yes, the Twitter thing. Yeah, okay.
If Santa was real or not.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, you got it.
I think. Oh yeah, truth about I'm old enough now. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we will post it just because there's kids within earshot.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about those kids.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the kids on the radio. Also, fuck your kids.
I don't.
Eli has like 18 kids.
We can read it if you want.
You see, Santa. The idea is giving for the sake of giving of thanks or acknowledgement. Yeah.
By the mic.
Oh, I did. I was. Oh, we were really. No, I'm not gonna read it out loud. You read it out loud, son of a bitch. You have a nice narrator voice.
Where was it at? Oh, right there. Santa's servant. All right. So Lonnie sent us this little thing, which was I thought it was kind of touching too. I thought it was touching. So it was sent on X or Twitter by Santa Surfing. And my kids are coming downstairs. Okay. So it says, attention to all parents who need to tell the truth about Santa. Son, Dad, I think I'm old enough now. Is there a Santa Claus? Dad, okay, I agree that you're old enough. But before I tell you, I have a question for you. You see, the truth is a dangerous gift. Once you know something, you can't unknow it. Once you know the truth about Santa Claus, you will never again understand and relate to him as you do now. So my question is, are you sure you want to know? There's a brief pause, and the son says, yes, I want to know. And the dad continues, okay, I'll tell you. Yes, there is a Santa Claus. Son, really?
His name
Dad,
Virginia.
Yes, really, but he's not an old man with a beard and a red suit. That's just what we tell kids. You see, kids are too young to understand the true nature of Santa Claus, so we explain it to them in a way that they can understand. The truth about Santa Claus is that he's not a person at all, he's an idea. Think of all those presents Santa gave you over the years. I actually bought those myself. Good night, daughter.
Good night, Santa. Hey, good night, kids. High five.
Good night.
Good night.
High five.
Go eat it.
Kill it.
Wish it.
Eat it.
High five. I didn't get a high five from you. All right, cool.
You want this?
Jeez.
Hide that. Eat it.
We'll
Eat
save
it when
it
you wake
for-
up in the middle of the night.
Let's say we
Here, here, hide that too.
Jeez.
Here, ring pop. Hey, girl.
Those are
Let him go to bed.
What?
Nice catch.
share that.
Here.
Ew.
Just beating kids.
Just throw the whole. All right. Anyways, I'll continue. So.
Looking over our shoulder and seeing your child. Good night, Santa.
I mean, Dad.
That was very wholesome.
So funny.
So think of all those.
Let me take my foot out of my mouth.
Oh, hold on a second.
Think of all those presents Santa gave you over the years.
Oh,
I actually bought those myself. I watched you open them, and did it bother me that you didn't thank me? Of course not. In fact, it gave me great pleasure. You see, Santa Claus is the idea of giving for the sake of giving, without thought of thanks or acknowledgement. When I saw the woman collapse on the subway last week and called for help, I knew that she'd never know that it was me that summoned the ambulance. I was being Santa Claus when I did that.
And then when she didn't wake up, I took her wallet. They wouldn't know what me either.
And that's taking for the whatever. So the son says, "Oh," and the dad continues, "So now that you know, you are a part of it. You have to be Santa Claus too now. That means you can never tell a young kid the secret, and you have to help us select Santa presents for them. And most important, you have to look for the opportunities to help people. Got it? Help each other this Christmas, and be kind."
Now that kid's stuck for the rest of his life having to
Yeah.
do shit.
It's like, "Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby."
That was. I didn't even
Great
hear
timing.
it. And then she's like, "Good night, Santa." I mean, Dad.
Why am I wearing a hat? Is it a red hat? It is a red hat.
It is a red ass.
Yeah.
So that is fair, but it was so. Yeah, it's fine. We can read it. No big deal.
And there they are.
These kids come out of nowhere.
You did this to me. Sort of.
Oh.
But yeah, no, I mean, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Thank you for the.
Thank you.
That was the best gift I've ever received.
But like, I don't know. I think I was, I don't know, probably like 10 years old when I stopped believing. And I don't even think I had
don't even remember.
a concrete belief. Even after I stopped
Yeah, I
believing.
don't think I did either.
Yeah, even after I stopped believing, I still liked going to the mall to,
Wait,
you know,
you stopped believing? Journey's gonna be pissed.
oh. Yes. That's
Don't
stupid. Anyways,
hate that song.
Daughtry did it better.
No, he does separate ways. I'm going to see Journey. That's my mom's. That's my Christmas gift to my mom. I started getting her like experiences instead of like gifts.
Well, you ruined it.
Sure,
Because it's on. No.
This is Christmas Day though.
Okay.
So we're doing our Christmas early because she's going to be in Florida for Christmas. So Merry Christmas, Happy Florida Day, Mom, that you abandoned us. Anyway,
Have fun with the Santos and Lizard.
yeah. Then
Yay.
and I'll be watching the Eagles game at the Thomas house.
Maybe
Merry Christmas, Thomas family. Even though you don't listen to this.
Lonnie can go visit your mom sometime
Well,
when he goes
no,
fishing.
again. Okay.
I was just trying to unite relationships. Not what I was going, but stop going there.
To my mom's house.
His mom is an amazing. Stop doing that. All right.
It's getting redder and redder and redder.
Oh, I don't really care. I'm redder because I'm still laughing about the fucking
The kids interrupting the "there's no such thing as Santa Claus" thing.
so funny. And you have to keep that in.
So I wanted
That
to
is gold.
change gears here. I want to talk about like a little bit more of the traditions here. We were talking about a little bit of Elf on the Shelf there for a second, and what are some of the other popular traditions? I really like Krampus. When I was spending time in Germany, I never got to go to the little parades, but the Krampus, they were really cool. I feel like we need those here. I feel like kids will change their tune
I don't think these little shits will change anything.
You talking about my little shits?
No.
Probably not.
I'm talking about this generation of children.
It's because we don't have Krampus.
Maybe.
Take Krampus out of Christmas and you see what happens.
Hmm.
So, yeah. Back in the old days, Santa had posse. St. Nick's rogue gallery of criminal associates went by different names, different places. Krampus, Schmutzli, Perchta, Neckreprecht, Rippus, Handstrap, Pezzel. I'm going to skip the rest of these. But anyways, like one of these guys, Feudard. He is portrayed as a scrawny old man with an unkempt black beard and long hair, sometimes bound in chains. It's like you have these scary beast-looking things going around, shaking chains and getting in your face and threatening to take the bad kids. And it's like, yeah, it'll probably make a kid want to shape up rather than say, oh, Santa's not going to give me anything for Christmas. If it was me, I think I would probably change my tune a little bit. If you put
Not
the
me,
fear,
I'm a little shit.
it's like, come get me.
Yeah.
I'm one of these
Stuff
little
me in that
shits we're
bag.
talking about.
What else was there?
Speaking of Germany, I'm kind of piggybacking on this. They're the ones that apparently started decorating trees.
Yes.
Another Christmas tradition.
Well, it's a pagan thing.
Who got
Really?
pegged?
My boundaries don't stick it in my ass.
Pegs.
I think we're talking about different things.
I think so too.
We're going bacon.
Real
Yes.
quick, I'm going to quiz you guys real quick. What percentage of people displayed a Christmas tree in their home according to a 2019 survey?
America's?
Mhm.
I would say probably 80%.
What percent of U.S. households displayed a Christmas tree in their home?
80%.
80? What do you think? Justin was closer. 77%. Of that, how many were artificial? What percentage was artificial?
I would say more than half of those.
It is more than half, I'll give you that. 81% are artificial. 19% are real.
I feel like, because we used to have we live in a bigger, it's not like a huge city, but it's a bigger city.
Yeah. Top 40.
And I feel like there used to be a whole bunch of places selling Christmas trees.
I
Now,
don't see any
Yeah.
anymore.
now there's like 3 of them, and it's
Mhm.
usually by nurseries
Yeah.
of the tree kind.
Well, people are starting to understand the cost of having
Yes.
a tree
Yes.
because they're so expensive.
Yep. I have an artificial one. I've only put it up once. That was when I was living with my ex. We put it up for 3 days. We broke up. I took it down, and it's been in a box ever since.
This motherfucker had like 23 trees in his house.
15.
I do have like a 6-inch one and a 1-foot one that I kind of put stuff on, but other than that,
I always wanted to get like a Nightmare Before Christmas style tree, like a black tree that's
I have
all
a black
warped.
tree. My 6-inch one is black. It's not warped,
I have
but
a pink tree.
that's cool.
want
I think that shit's cooler than like normal.
Yeah.
I did get a train last year to put around my
Nice.
Christmas tree, but
Oh.
I still have yet to put.
You ran a train on your Christmas tree.
No, that's not what I said.
Fucking train wreck.
What else you got, Justin?
12 Days of Christmas is another holiday. I think a lot of, well, not, I don't know. I don't feel like,
I feel that's just for movies anymore. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna play 12 different fucking movies. And I kind of do that too.
and sort of Jews, I guess.
Sort of Jew.
Hey,
I mean, they're more traditional. They're
That's
more
8.
traditional of
They
the
skip 4.
longing days.
nice.
The Feast of Fools is another one. As part of a 12-day
Oh, I didn't work on
Christmas.
my Adam Sandler for that. Hey, creaking
There's a Mallard Night. A Mallard Night, which is kind of stupid. It's about like just, I don't know, killing a duck or something like that. Christmas cross-dressing. This one seemed kind of interesting.
What?
Yeah. Christmas cross-dressing.
What website are you on?
Femdom.
Talking about pegging, you're talking about Christmas cross-dressing.
12 guys on a train.
12 Angry
Okay.
Men?
According to John Trubeck's A Survey of the Ancient and Present State of the Sicily Islands, the young people there used to celebrate Christmas by cross-dressing, or goose dancing, as they call it. Maidens are dressed up for young men and young men for maidens. In the daytime, they dance about the streets and masquerade, vying with each other who can appear the most uncouth. There's a spirit of wit and drollery kept up among the people. The maidens, who are sometimes dressed up for sea captains and other officers,
Nope.
display their alluring graces to the ladies, who are young men equipped for the purpose, and the ladies exert their
Seamen?
talents, yes, to them in a courtly address scenes.
Hmm.
Everyone also gets drunk. But I think just dressing up, I don't know, I like the whole sort of like masquerade type of thing. I mean, it's all...
I do enjoy stuff like that. We did mask mimosa party a couple months ago, and the only mask I had was a Batman one. So I'm in like nice
John.
Western clothes, and it's like Batman.
I liked those sort of masquerade style stuff where you
Like,
didn't know who
Eyes
was
Wide
who.
Shut.
Yeah, and those are awesome. Yeah,
If you haven't seen Eyes Wide Shut, watch it with your kids.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a good one. Then the Serbian right after that.
Yeah.
those are good ones. It's like a good chaser.
But they're children.
Little Christmas. I think this is kind of a interesting one if you're a woman, for sure. But it's like
We are not
Little Christmas happens January 6th.
sure. So
That's a bad day to celebrate.
the next day is
Infamously.
well, that's the next
the
day,
resurrection.
December 7th.
The resurrection.
December
Insurrection.
7th, 1941. A day
41.
that will live in infamy.
What happened?
We dropped some fucking bombs on some motherfuckers. Sorry, Joe.
He wasn't there.
Just kidding. That's he's Korean. Sure, they
Still felt it.
sure he felt it in the air.
Like, what was that? Annyeonghaseyo.
He was using
Annyeonghaseyo.
Etch a Sketch at the time, and it just erased it.
Mother.
He's like, damn it!
Bitch, I was working on that for hours.
So, Little Christmas is what they call Women's Christmas. So, a lot of the people who are working, it's pretty much like all the women going out to the pubs and stuff. More so than Ireland, I think it is.
I would hope so.
Scotland, Ireland,
Scotland, Ireland, England,
around those areas. But
all the lens.
yeah, they just go out and have their own little jolly times because they're probably working and cooking and stuff around the
They
Christmas.
better
days.
be.
If you know what's good for you.
Well, on Christmas Day.
Yeah, on Christmas.
Oh, you're right about that.
And canceled. Took us a while to get canceled. Well, I mean, we got some. It's questionable.
This, I think Lonnie might like this one, Christmas
Oh.
Ghost Stories.
Yeah.
So we do have a popular Christmas ghost story, which is the
Yes,
Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol. Yeah.
But there used to be more that were more,
More that were more.
yeah,
Question.
more most year.
Question about the Christmas. How many ghosts are in the Christmas?
5,
3, 2,
2,
4.
1.
injection.
There's 4 in the Christmas.
So Christmas past, Christmas presents, future.
Scrooge.
And
He's
the-
dead.
And the ghost that tells
Yeah. The narrator goes.
Yes.
the Lord.
Yes,
And Scrooge. He dies.
I seen it at the Rose Theater. It was very
He
good.
doesn't die.
He just
So he's a
that's-
ghost.
That's It's a Wonderful Life. I thought we just confuse our own things.
And then Turbo Man comes out.
Best movie ever.
Turbo Man.
I have 2 Funkos of that.
There's a creepy Christmas cards. Victorian England creepy Christmas traditions extend beyond ghost stories.
You found some good ones.
Yeah. The extortion through Christmas caroling. So carolers used to go to like,
I'll sing at you.
yeah, they go to like the kings and they would carol until the kings or whatever come out. It's like, fuck, here, eat the shit,
We
whatever.
always joked we were going to do that, but we never did.
I always thought
I don't know
caroling
about
was
us, but, like,
stupid.
Yeah, it is, but I think I just want to do it one time just to see like if people actually would sit outside, like in Jingle All the Way with fucking Phil Hartman,
Right.
stretch his arm around her. We'll talk about movies here.
Hi.
Um,
Hunting the wren, which was
I
like
don't
they
know
would
what you
kill
have
a
on
bird.
this list, but
They pretty much kill a bird and take it to their neighbors and like, look, I killed it. And that was a
That's
tradition.
huh?
But yeah, that's some of the traditions.
I'll say I have some traditions too, but mine are very tame compared to those. I was going to piggyback, but you kept talking weird. The 12 days of Christmas. I'm just kidding. The 12 days of Christmas advent calendars. Have you guys ever done an advent calendar?
I've never done it correctly. I
You just
finished.
open it up and see what's inside.
I
of it?
finished one off in a day.
I haven't done like a 12-day, but we do the whole 25-day.
Nice.
Every
Yeah.
year.
Well, now they make like Marvel and Friends and
Yeah,
all
last
those
year
ones.
we did
Star Wars.
Last year we did a pop figure.
Nice. See, that would be really cool. Early versions of this tradition started in Germany, which I feel like a lot of these traditions started in Germany. They were really Christmassy over there.
There's a
despite
kink-
being
A
fucking-
kink advent calendar on this one,
Ooh.
if you want.
It was a way for kids to count down the days of Christmas by opening a door or window to reveal a Bible passage, poem, or a small gift. Since gaining popularity in 1920, most of them now have like mini bottles of wine, nail polish, action figures, chocolates, that kind of stuff. So, you guys ever do a gingerbread house?
Yes, and that's actually one of the things I wanted to bring back. Me and my wife were actually just talking about that not too long ago about,
They have some
Doing
cool
something for the
kids out
girls.
there, right?
but the glue doesn't taste good.
You gotta get the right
They don't
frosting.
use glue anymore.
Yeah, it's frosting, dude. Why are you using glue?
So it sticks
I mean, that's
to my stomach
inside.
lining.
Yeah. You guys ever seen the Nutcracker?
Yes, I used to love going down to the Rose to
I think
watch
I've only
that.
seen it one time, and it was like for a school thing. I don't think I've ever seen it like on my own.
We were able to break away from our class. Me and my brother and
It's
our
a
friend.
Russian.
We used to go into like the little nest egg thing of not nest egg, but the nest of the theater to watch the Nutcracker, and then we got in trouble. Oops!
Oopsies!
It's like, why are you trying to break my?
Why are you breaking my nuts, man?
Nuts.
Do you guys do ugly Christmas sweaters?
No,
I actually have one that matches my Santa hat. I have a Batman Santa hat.
it's
on
not
me.
ugly.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I have a dart holding the death.
Nice. There's one that I keep seeing an ad for. It's Marv and Harry, and it says "knock knock knocking on Kevin's door."
I love that. I used to always say that's
an
my
awesome
cousin
fucking
Kevin.
sweater, dude.
But then he passed.
Oh, way to bring the mood down for that.
He drunk himself to death.
Do you, speaking, when we were just talking about your kids, do you leave cookies for Santa?
We can't hold on to cookies.
No.
I'm so
You don't
fat.
put any on a plate for Santa. That was the best part about dating a girl with kids. I would always have to eat the cookies and drink them every time.
And
They're
then
like, "Will you do this?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" I even did it for Brian's kids a couple times when they were younger.
that was the same suit that you used.
What? Same suit?
That you used for extracurricular,
Yes.
extraterrestrial activities.
No, but so
yes.
you don't do? Do you do?
I have not.
cookies?
No.
Yeah, but we even did it before we had mops,
Just for yourself?
Yeah.
Or?
just to keep the holiday spirit alive.
Nice.
I would have to get fake cookies.
Or gross ones like
Yeah.
oatmeal raisin.
I like those.
You're fucking gross.
I like oatmeal.
Oatmeal raisin cookies that look like chocolate chip cookies are the reason I have trust issues.
It is
Actually, my
I
ex
don't-
being a whore is the reason I have trust issues.
I
But that's not
don't-
the
that
point.
that
I
adds to
don't
it.
mind raisin cookies, but there is just something like heartbreaking when you expect
Yes!
it to be a chocolate chip.
And
it's a
and you
raisin.
eat a fucking oatmeal raisin cookie. It's fucking
I think
terrible.
I'm just easily convinced. I'm like, well, that's good too. You know.
Yeah,
That's-
like I'll eat it and I'll be happy with it, but you take a bite and you're like,
That's
Aw.
not chocolate chip.
it's like when you're expecting oral and you have to do anal. It's like, man,
Dude, I'm the opposite. I would rather do
You're
receiving. You guys eggnog people.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
I am not either.
I like
Eggnog
eggnog.
is not-
There was a pumpkin
Alcoholic-
nog
you're
that
not
was
an alcoholic person, but
no. There was a
I think
pumpkin nog that we
helps
just got.
if there is alcohol for me.
Hy-Vee has a really good pumpkin nog,
They do. I've had that.
and you liked it.
It is alright.
It's just the egg
I'm
part
not a
that.
nog guy. I think the word nog is actually kind of gross. Like,
Well, if you read it
just-
backwards, it's gone.
Going. Is that how Cho smells?
Cho.
Nog? I don't know. It just sounds phlegmy to me. And I just.
Nog.
Nog.
I think-
Eggnog just sounds thick.
It is
Yeah.
thick
I don't know, whatever.
with 3 C's.
Do you guys send out Christmas cards?
We do.
I found out most of my friends do now. Because I'll get them. I'm the single guy that gets 20 Christmas cards on his fucking thing, but doesn't.
Speaking of which, I can give you guys a Christmas card today.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I'm glad I brought it up.
I brought it up last time.
Crystal!
Come down. Put some clothes on.
Don't. It's been a while since. Sorry, is Jeremy here? I kid. But seriously, we'll talk about this one later. I just want to make sure. Do you have more on your list or no?
I'm done with my
What
list.
about mistletoe?
That's
I
what
don't.
was
Well, there's
getting to.
like holly and mistletoe and stuff like that.
Yeah, Christmas lights, just Christmas decorations in general, like wreaths are on here, Christmas lights. I used to do Christmas lights all the time. I'm so lazy though when I lived by myself. I have my Christmas Funkos out right now.
I think what turned me off to it is because Christmas for me has always been a chore. So it's
Yeah.
like I am the one who always has to go outside to shovel.
Yeah.
I'm the one who has to go downstairs to bring up from a kid
Yeah.
to bring up all the
Oh, yeah,
decorations.
yeah, for sure.
I'm the one who has to get. Well, we used to.
That's what I have to do at work. I'm the one that has to fucking
Yeah.
go up in the store to bring all the fucking shit down and to go up the elevator because we have 27 trees to put around everywhere.
Then my mom's always like, let's celebrate Christmas or whatever. In a second, you're gonna be taking all the stuff back down. I'm like,
Yeah, exactly.
why? Let me enjoy it then. I can't enjoy it.
Christmas was always really fun to my mom. She enjoyed it a lot. So I guess we hung on to it, like believing in Santa and doing that
Yeah.
way longer for her sake than our sake.
We did that for my grandma. She actually loved Christmas, and she actually passed away like 3 days before Christmas, and that Christmas was not fun. And then I don't think Christmas has been the same ever since. She was like the glue that held the family in.
Matriarch.
Yeah. But like we would, even after we moved out, we'd all come back and stay the night for Christmas. So like we could all run down Christmas morning and see our gifts from Santa. Early mid-20s, still doing the same thing.
So, son, what would you like for Christmas, huh?
Did you fuck my mom?
What?
Did you fuck my mom?
What do you mean?
Did you fuck my mom, Santa Claus? Did you fuck my mom? No. Did you fuck her? No. Did you fuck my fucking mom? Did you fuck my mom, Santa?
It was just, it was...
That's wholesome. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. See, when I was younger, my mom loved to cook a lot of the stuff where we had big gatherings too. My grandfather was pretty much the patriarch of the family who also held the family together. And once he passed, all the families went elsewhere. But like, she used to cook a lot. I miss that, but I'm also glad that we are not, me and my wife, are not like the family who cooks. We typically go to like our family or even out to eat on like Christmas Day or something like that. But
my mom will cook. She'll always like she texted us yesterday like, "Hey, do you guys want a little extra lasagna to take home?" The answer to that question is always
yes.
100% yes.
Always yes. My mom makes a very good. Yeah, she did that for so Thanksgiving. She makes us our each pie. My brother gets like this Jello pie. I get this like homemade chocolate cream pie that's really good. And she's like, "Do you want it to take home? Grow up." Is she?
Yeah.
If I have to say it, then you really need to grow up. But yeah, I want an extra lasagna. And then she usually makes too much while we're there, so I get to take the uncooked one home and then some already cooked one so I can have it later the next day or whatever.
It's like when we go to her family's house, like her mom, like she lives in the kitchen for the most part. Yeah. It's like she cooks us breakfast while she's cooking lunch. It's like, and she's like, "Mom," she's like, you're going to be hungry in a little."
I don't know if that's accurate or not, but I love it.
It's pretty accurate.
Does your mother-in-law make fruitcake? You guys fruitcake people?
I don't mind it, but it depends.
It looks like a brick.
It is, but if it's more jello-y, I'm fine with it.
Gross.
It's gross.
Anything that contains Jello that's not Jello is gross.
What if it's Jello?
It's fine.
Okay.
It's like I said, anything that contains Jello that's not Jello.
Is there something you have to have on your Christmas dinner table?
Yes. One thing I really liked was candy tamales.
Oh, that's...
Just raisin tamales and stuff like that. Or, I mean, so I was... My Mexican family, they always made like a whole stack of tamales and stuff. And I don't know, I used to just down all those candy ones. There's no oatmeal in it. It's just raisins.
You have to have stuffing.
You gotta have.
I think we talked about it on the last episode, but I'll eat stuffing if somebody like if my mom makes my plate for me or whatever and gives it to me. If it's on there, I'll eat it. I gotta have some gravy on it though.
Oh yeah.
Or like mix it with like the mashed potatoes. I don't know. I just can't have stuffing by itself. I'll eat it. I'm not choosing it.
Right.
That kind of stuff.
I think my big thing, and I say stuffing, but I think like rolls, biscuits.
Dude, I'll take rolls and some gravy and just
all fucking day.
Go to town.
Too much carbs.
I don't care.
Fuck that.
I love carbs. If I don't have a carb on my diet, I'm eating lasagna for fucking Christmas. Okay,
this is true.
We used to do Christmas ham, but the place we got it at closed a couple years ago, and my mom didn't know that.
Satrios?
It was like a last minute. I don't know, but she was like, that closed. Do you guys want to do lasagna this year? And we're like, fuck yeah, we do. And now we've done that for 6 years now, so it's kind of just back to replacing the ham. I do miss some ham though. Like
that's all, folks.
If I go to like another family member's house, which I don't usually get together too much with my family, there's a lot of drama going on. But
you ever eat human?
No.
Okay.
That's what I heard.
I did it once. I was in the toilet for a week.
But I watched Napoleon this past week, and they were eating humans in the Russian winter because Napoleon's an idiot.
True.
But
he thought he had the upper hand.
He did for a minute, but then they were like,
but he's too short.
They didn't really harp on that, or his ego really. Anyway, we had to go there. But anyway, I do miss some ham, but like lasagna, I feel like I gotta have it now, at least at some point. I'll probably have some ham. Like I said, we're doing Christmas early this year, and Christmas Day I'll be with my friends that I watch the Eagles with, so I'm sure they'll have ham or something. So I'll probably get the best of both worlds.
Lasagna is one of those meals I absolutely love to eat, but it's also one of the meals too. Like I'm slightly lactose intolerant, and lasagna is one of those meals that just beats the shit out of it.
So I gotta get the
Worth it.
Yeah, absolutely, 100% worth it.
I would fucking die if I didn't have onion. That's like favorite food. That and wings.
That's part of my DNA.
Casey's pizza is also one of those things that
Casey's pizza's awesome.
I love it, and I ate 3/4 of a Casey's pizza the other night just out of like I'm hungry, and I had a piece, and I'm like, oh, I'm getting so sick, I'm just gonna eat as much.
Might as well.
And
9 cloves of garlic in it.
Do the MMK boys have a Casey's? Have they had
I would
Casey's
imagine they would.
pizzas?
It's in the area.
Let us know, boys, if you had Casey's.
Casey's Pizza.
Casey's is
Dude, they're taking over everything too.
They really are.
They've bought
it
up-
used to be my little secret. Like I was dating a girl up in West Point, and I would, or not West Point, Wayne, and we'd go through West Point, and there was a Casey's there, and I was like, this pizza's amazing. And then
so good.
now it's expanding to,
Oh, yeah.
you know, it used to be this little hole in the wall fucking small town gas station, and now it's literally taking over the world.
Oh yeah.
BPs are now becoming that BP over here on 72nd and Harrison is
Beep, beep.
now Casey's now. So.
I live in a town of 5,000 people, and there's 3 Casey's.
And they're all next to each
2 of them are.
Some of them are,
Two
yeah.
is like
I'm
1.5
pissed when I
acres
lived
each
with
of
the
them.
horror. We had a
Hate that
BP
shit.
next to us, and now it's a Casey's. And I was like, what the fuck? I could have walked across the street and got Casey's pizza all the time, and now I can't? I mean, I was fat enough then, so it probably was a good thing. But
Our Casey's delivers on.
Yeah,
Thursday,
I think there's a lot of
Friday,
yeah, we have a
now.
couple that deliver. I know the one in the one like 90th in Harrison or Giles.
But do they deliver on Christmas?
The one Casey's that's 3.5 blocks away from my house won't deliver, but the one that's 5.5 blocks away will.
Somebody's gonna go get Casey's after hearing this part. It's probably gonna be me.